Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Millsap and this is setting up an ad hoc network for the class Network Programming at Florida Tech. In this presentation I will be showing you how to set up a simple ad hoc network using your own computer. I will give a very brief history on ad hoc networks and some insight to more complicated ones and their uses. I will then demonstrate the commands you will need to use to configure your computer as a hosted ad hoc network. So let's begin. Fun fact, ad hoc literally means for this in Latin. Ad hoc networks that can be used on a personal computer are just derivatives of military technologies from as early as the 1970s. Technologies like packet radios. So what is an ad hoc network? It's a simple peer-to-peer network system where a device is connected directly to another. Notice how there are no routers, switches, or any other kind of network controller in Figure 1. This is the difference between a basic infrastructure network and an ad hoc network. The peer-to-peer connection means each device is connected to each other directly with no routing controllers. Ad hoc networks have no infrastructure. Nodes in these kinds of networks function as routers to other nodes in the network. A useful example of mobile ad hoc networks would be in situations where the infrastructure for a large wireless network is down, or for a small, inexpensive home network. In the case of a large network infrastructure being down, ad hoc networks are commonly used in search and rescue operations. Since ad hoc networks are made up of multiple nodes with connection links, those connections are largely influenced by the node's resources. The possibility of links being disconnected at any given time means a functioning network must have a coping mechanism with this dynamic restructuring. Dijkstra's algorithm could be used to aid in two nodes communicating via a path in the series of links that connects them. If you want to learn more about the ad hoc network protocols available, I suggest reading A Review of Current Routing Protocols for Ad Hoc Mobile Wireless Networks by Elizabeth M. Royer. So the project that I'm demonstrating today takes a very simple route. It's just setting up a simple wireless ad hoc network, a peer-to-peer connection between two devices. The host device will be my PC, has Windows 10, and the connecting device will be my iPhone. On Windows, I'm using a command line scripting utility known as NetSH. It allows me to locally or remotely display and modify the network configuration of the computer that is running on. NetSH interacts with other operating system components using dynamic link library files. Each NetSH helper dynamic link library file provides an extensive set of features called a context, which is a group of commands specific to a networking component. These contexts extend the functionality of NetSH by providing configuration and monitoring support for one or more service, utilities, or protocols. The authentication Windows uses in an ad hoc connection is CCMP, which is an encryption protocol that forms part of the 802.11i standard for wireless local area networks, particularly those using WiMAX technology. The CCMP algorithm is based on the U.S. federal government's advanced encryption standard. In this presentation using NetSH, I will set up a host network using my computer's internal wireless card. I will then set a new SSID and password. I will start the hosted network and connect an iPhone. I will then show the active connections, and then I will stop the network. Here are my references as I open up the next portion. So you will need to open up an administrator level command prompt window. In this window, you can type NetSH WLAN set hosted network mode equals allow SSID equals Okay, so what's going on with this command here? So NetSH is obviously the scripting utility. WLAN is the interface I'm using. And setting the hosted network mode equal to allow is saying, okay, make my computer the host network. Setting the SSID can be anything you want. And obviously the key is the password using the CCMP encryption that we already talked about. So hit enter, okay, hit enter again. I don't know why this isn't working. Are you kidding me? There we go. All right. Finally. Didn't want to have to re-record one of these videos. All right, so now that you've created your host network, let's start this host network. All right, it's started. So now we want to see what is going on. So you're using the command to show the hosted network. You're going to see the network settings and its status. So you can see the mode is allowed. You can see the SSID. You can see the number of clients. Here's the cipher that we talked about. Here's the authentication mode that we're using. The status is started. Number of clients is 0. Now, number of clients is going to change to 1 because I'm going to connect right now using my phone. Okay, so Wi-Fi, searching for the network. Still looking to choose a network. Ad hoc test. All right, clicking on that. I'm going to enter in the password. And it should work fine. If it doesn't work, what you'll need to do is go to Network Connections, select your Wi-Fi interface card, go to Properties, go to Sharing, hit Allow other network users to connect through this computer's internet connection. Meaning once you connect to this computer through the Ad Hoc Network, you can then access the internet. So scroll down here, select the one that you just created. See, Ad Hoc Test. Hit OK. And there you have it. I'm connected. So when I type in this command again, you can see that I am now a client. And here is where it says I'm authenticated. And I'm connected. We're good to go. All right. So if you want to stop your hosted network, simply type stop. And there you go. Host network stopped. I'll be disconnected. Yep, there it goes. If you want to start it, simply go back and type in this command again. And there you go. Your hosted network is started. And that's how you set up your computer. And that's how you set up an ad hoc network. Thank you very much for watching this.